showcasing industry leaders. 4C Executive, catching up with some notable figures from across industries we have had the privilege to place. Over the series, we will meet and catch up with a number of individuals to understand the pivotal moments in their career, their lessons in leadership, and what the future has in store.
I've had a long career in the civil service, and actually there's a lot of things I was involved in I remember, but two things actually stand out. Firstly, I was in the Department of the Economy 10 or 15 years ago and had a responsibility for the Titanic signature project. And that has led to the development of Titanic Belfast, which has been a fantastic success for Northern Ireland. But it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for collaboration between a whole range of different parties. Obviously, it was the department, the Tourist Board, Belfast Harbour Commissioners, Belfast City Council, Titanic Quarter Limited, Harcourt Construction, a whole range of people who came together. It was a project that a lot of people thought was going to be incredibly risky. A lot of people thought we wouldn't deliver it on time to mark the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic, but we did. And not only that, we were hoping to get 400,000 to 500,000 visitors a year, and it's now regularly getting more than 800,000 to 900,000 visitors a year. Why was it a success? It was a success because of the collaboration between people, and it gave me a real sense that actually we can achieve a lot in Northern Ireland when we work together. And the second point I want to make, and it's a similar point actually, I was head of the civil service in 2020 whenever the executive was restored, and within 2 or 3 weeks of the executive coming back in January 2020, we started to hear about the COVID pandemic. Now, I'll be honest, we weren't as prepared for coronavirus pandemic as we should have been. We thought it was going to be no worse than an influenza pandemic. And it was a bit rocky when we first had to deal with it. But once we got a grip of it, I was astonished just at how good Northern Ireland was at actually dealing with that first wave of the pandemic. The public service, the community and voluntary sector, our political masters, the business community all came together to ensure that public services continued to be delivered, that vulnerable people were supported, and that we managed what was an unprecedented pandemic quite well during that period. And again, the lesson I drew from that was when people work together, we can do fantastic things in Northern Ireland. And I suppose my regret is that that collaborative endeavour that we saw on those two examples, we don't see enough when we're dealing with some of our other big challenges. Yeah, I had over 40 years experience in the public service, and I've now had 5 or 6 years in a range of different organisations. And I think the big thing I've learned is that as you sort of climb the ladder and become, as you work in more senior positions, you realise very quickly that actually it's all about people and managing people, managing relationships is the key to success in all the endeavours that I've been involved in. And I think the one thing I've learned is having a value-based approach to leadership is incredibly important. There's nothing that I found in my past as dispiriting or demotivating as working for somebody who espouses a certain set of values that they themselves don't live up to. So it's really, really important as a leader that you have a clear set of values and that you adhere to them. And I think one thing that's incredibly important too is to have empathy. It's a slightly discredited word now, but certainly I think I could not have achieved what I did had I not had the ability at times to walk a mile in other people's shoes, to see the concerns that they would have, to see the world as they saw it. And I think that's an incredibly important value, an incredibly important thing that a successful leader would need to have. Yeah, I recently turned 68, so in 2 years I'll be 70, which is not a number that I'm looking forward to at all. But I have been very lucky, I've been very privileged. I had a very successful career in the civil service. I now have a range of interests that I find challenging and also very liberating and sustaining. So I'm chair of NI Networks, I'm chair of Northern Ireland Screen, two fabulous organisations. I'm also a board member on the Irish Times Trust, on Catalyst, and I'm on the board of a couple of charities, Ulster Wildlife and Inspire, the mental health charity. These are all, these organisations are all working in areas that I'm incredibly passionate about, and where I have still got an ability to try and make things better. So 2 years' time, I would hopefully continue to work in those areas, but also I need to start thinking about what I do when I hit that big 7-0. I will not be hanging up my boots. I'll still be looking for things where I feel that I can add value. I'll be honest, I probably don't have the energy or the pace that I maybe had in the past, but I think over the years I've gained experience and a certain amount of wisdom that allows me to compensate for that lack of energy and pace. So for so long as I think I can contribute something, I still want to be active in public life in Northern Ireland, because there's an awful lot that still needs to be done.